welcome to a very special birthday edition of Kandy's Corner.
And guess whose birthday it is?
This girl.
That's how you say this girl? Do it again. And guess whose birthday it is?
This girl.
Much better, much better. Welcome, everybody. Today we're going to do something special for Kandy's Corner. We're going to make a birthday cake. Okay? Now, the first thing we're going to start to do is we're going to make a 3-layer cake. And when we make this 3-layer cake, we're going to use these simple, easy to find cake pans. In fact, they came 3 to a pack, which makes it very easy. Okay, and then we're just going to simply put them onto just a regular baking sheet, one that we know is big enough to fit the cakes on top of it. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to make 3 separate cake layers, and we're not just going to make any regular cakes. We're going to make special cookie cakes. Sophia was able to pick out all the flavors, all her favorite flavors of cake, and we're going to put them all together. And right now, in this video, the only thing we're going to be focused on is making the cake batter and setting up the cake tins. And then we're going to let them sit for a few minutes before we throw them in the oven. One other thing that we're going to do that we're not going to show in the video, unfortunately, for the folks at home, but we can actually do a little bit of it. So, you know, we're not opposed to letting people see what we're doing. We're going to make peanut butter icing, okay? Now, I think we're going to make peanut butter icing first. I think that's going to be the plan.
Sure, we can do that.
So the first thing we're going to need is we're going to need a container. What we did is we got just some generic vanilla icing, okay? Now, the reason why we're getting generic vanilla icing because vanilla is the perfect flavor. And the reason why I say it's perfect flavor, not because I love vanilla so much, but because you can add anything to vanilla and make it anything else.
Pretty much.
Okay. Now, while I do that, while I'm working on the icing, Sophia's going to be opening up these cake pans, taking all 3 of them out. She's going to lay them all on the oven. 1, 2, 3, right next to each other. No, you can't have a little bit. We're not eating icing right now. Okay, focus on the video. We're having a video. This is a show. Okay, you're going to take these 3 cake pans. You're going to put 1, 2, 3, lay them out. This top one has a little sticky goo on it. You always have to make sure you peel the little sticky goo off because nobody wants sticky goo in their cake. Okay, it's disgusting. All right?
Oh, it's all off. That
now,
was easy.
the icing that we're going to make. Oh, there we go. Okay. The icing that we're going to make and what makes this icing so special is that it's not just regular icing.
Yeah.
Okay? It's not just vanilla icing. It's my patented special peanut butter icing. Okay? So first we're going to take some of this icing. We're just going to scoop it out. Okay? Now, yeah, people go out of their way and they make their icing straight from scratch. And that is definitely an option, but it is unnecessary to make a delicious icing. You can make an icing that is full of flavor, that is unlike any icing that anybody has. Yes?
It turned out they're 4.
Oh, they made a mistake, so we have an extra one. 2, we'll save it for part 2. Okay? All right? You can make an icing that's exceptionally delicious. Okay? It's full of flavor. And you could do all kinds of fancy schmancy things with it. All kinds. Okay?
Drop some icing there.
And I've done this with not just peanut butter, though I will admit peanut butter is my favorite. There's no question about it. The peanut butter icing is just phenomenal. I mean, I have found myself just sitting here eating peanut butter icing like a boss. You know, like some kind of fat Don. Who lost my mind. But the best and the best thing about it is that as you eat it, you literally lose your mind because of all the sugar.
Pretty much, yeah.
But we're not going to do that today. You can open this one right here.
Thank you. Because I at least want to do
what we're going to do is we're going to make the peanut butter icing. Okay, now you can do all kinds of things to the peanut butter icing. You could put a little maple syrup in it and make it like a maple icing.
It smells good.
Yeah. You could also do this. Vanilla is not the only flavor that you have to use. I've seen people use cream cheese icing, just generic cream cheese icing, and that also makes great flavors when you add flavors to it. You could do chocolate, which is very easy, but you could buy chocolate at the store. But I tell you what, if you add melted chocolate to icing, you get a slightly more
chocolatey.
Well, it's not necessarily more chocolatey. It's a more what's the word? It's a much more delicate, very more complicated flavor that you get than when you get with just doing hey, we always got to throw things in the garbage. So
Okay.
so you do the cleanup. Why? Because you keep scooping.
How dare you?
How dare I ask you to clean up? Oh no, I'm a horrible father.
No.
You get a much more intricate and more detailed flavor. You can taste some notes that you never tasted before. The chocolate that they use in their chocolate icing is very, very cheap, generic chocolate. But you could actually use dark chocolate, and you get a whole different taste when you do that. You could also do cookies and cream. You could take Oreos, crumble Oreos in here, make cookies
Really
and
good.
cream icing. That's really good.
Wow.
You could do cinnamon and make some kind of cinnamon icing. I've seen pumpkin. You could take pumpkin pie filling and you can make pumpkin pie icing. You can do all kinds of stuff. Even, you know what, I actually have, which actually might be good. I have pumpkin allspice.
Daddy, no.
Pumpkin allspice with peanut
I
butter
don't
might
want
be
that
delicious.
in my cake, though.
All right, fine. Sophia doesn't want it in her cake, but that would actually taste really good too.
I know,
You
but
take
I
some
don't want it in my cake.
pumpkin spice and have some peanut butter pumpkin spice. Remember, this is just the icing; it's not in your cake.
I know, but I don't want it.
All right, relax.
It is technically going to be in my cake.
All right. Well,
gonna be on top.
what I'm gonna do is so you also can use little things like flakes.
But we have a really big
or
one.
flavors, and you can stick those in there to give it just little differences in notes and flavor. What I was looking for, which I know Sophia just told me that she doesn't want it, and I'm not gonna put it in her cake because that would be rude.
Thank you.
But I was trying to find from her the pumpkin spice, because if you see the pumpkin spice, the thing about it, Sophia, talk to the video.
Hi. How are you?
No, I don't mean to talk to the video like that. They're not your friend. The thing about it is, okay, with the pumpkin spice, right? And I'm having trouble finding it at the moment. Oh, here it is. Okay. This is imitation pumpkin spice extract. Okay. And I'm not going to put it in her cake, but I wanted her to try just a little taste of it.
Okay.
Okay. And we're going to put it in the little container just so that way she can see that, sometimes things don't have to be the way you think they should be. Sometimes you get interesting flavors from doing things that you don't expect. Okay.
I know it's good because you've given it to me before, but I just don't want it in my cake this time.
All right. Let's just try. Okay.
Gosh, okay.
Okay. How's that?
I don't really like it.
All right. That's fine. You don't have to eat that. No. Now, I did something that we normally don't do, and that's we lick the spoon that we're making something with. And because I'm a neat freak and a clean freak, even though I'm making cake that I'm going to eat in my own house with my own family, who, honestly, if I had to share a toothbrush, I probably would. But just in case a friend comes over and has a piece of the cake, I don't want anybody else's saliva to be in it. And it may seem like a little thing, but cleaning up after yourself is very important. So we really promote that. Okay? Now, what we're going to do is, because Sophia wanted the peanut butter flavor,
Thank you.
we're going to take some peanut butter.
That's a lot of peanut butter.
This is not a lot of peanut butter.
Actually, no, it's not compared to all the 3 little containers of frosting.
Yeah, we have a lot of frosting in here.
Barry, can I show them?
Yeah, you can show them.
A lot. And it's just falling.
Yeah. Now, this is to taste. So, how much peanut butter I want in my icing may be different than how much peanut butter you want in your icing. I like a very peanut buttery icing, but you can go overboard, and so you still have to be careful.
Yep.
I'm gonna go about with that much. Show
Yeah.
the people at home how much icing I put in there, how much peanut butter I put in there.
It's stuck on this.
All right, you don't need that to show them. All right, here, I'll help you show them. Lift it up. Okay, just that much. Okay.
I
And
can.
I'm gonna mix this up, and it's very
Can I
simple.
mix it?
You would think, well, hold on. Okay. You would think that it'll be much more complicated than just mixing something into the icing, but that's really all it is. And as you mix it, you're gonna see that the icing changes color.
A little bit.
It gets like a creaminess look to it. Which
Buttercream?
is no.
Not buttercream.
This is not buttercream. Buttercream still looks vanilla.
Yeah.
But it does have a creaminess in it, and you mix it,
And it turns like
and it turns almost like a
goldish.
goldenish, peanut butterish color, like a very light chocolate, actually.
Pretty much. Not white chocolate exactly,